beep, boop, boop, boop. One more time. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Welcome to another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. We are your hosts, T Squared and Trent. And guys, what have the markets been doing today? I'll tell you. Right after I say, please smash that golden like button. Yes, that's what we need to get the markets keep pumping. Smash it like the market. I'm losing my camera. Hey, camera, come back to reality, but not down because we don't want the markets to go down now, do we? No. We got the subscribe bell. If you're doing it like this a couple times, it makes the magic fairy dust land on top of Trent's desk, and Taylor Swift falls asleep, and we never have to see her again. I'm just kidding, guys. Seriously though, smash that like button. You'll find it in one of these corners over here, over there, maybe over here. And we only have to ask for YouTube because over there in Rumble and Kick, we're always growing no matter what. You can't suppress this energy coming at you from all angles from the T Tower. That's right, because we're both T's and we both got awesome energy and vibes. And we got the hats. I mean, come on, what's pumping today? Guys, I can't wait to go into the pump. But first, we're the most hydrated crypto community on the interweb. It is currently 87 degrees in my garage, which is 3 degrees cooler than yesterday. So I will celebrate with a toast of watermelon lemonade in a cocktail pre-made out of Oregon. And it says, well, actually, I take it back. It's 2 cocktails per can, so I didn't realize that. But you know what? That just means you'll get smashed quicker. Well, that's too funny. 503 Distillery, thank you guys for creating a good summer brew. It is, vodka, watermelon lemonade, it says. So it sounds pretty good to me. I mean, let's try it out. It's a good summer. What's up, Pepe? Pepe! Oh, the ASMR popped right into my face. Smells like watermelon. Tastes like heaven. Ooh, Trent, that's good. That's really lively. Good summer flavor to it. Makes me want to have brewski on a brisket.
Dang.
While I was sitting here, we just got a green down the 15-minute on Bitcoin. Well, let's freaking go. Okay, Trent, I'm heading over to you. You got brew. You got to say hi. You got to tell them your name. You got to make sure that everybody knows who you are.
I'm Trent, in case anyone doesn't know who I am. And today I'm bringing back another Wonder Kid.
That's right, Wonder Kid.
Double dry hop, hazy, double India pale ale. You know why they call it an India pale ale?
No, I don't. Why?
It's not because it was made in India. It was actually some British travelers by way of the sea that were on their way to India, and they discovered that if you aggressively hop your beers and brew them accordingly, then you'll get a higher alcohol percentage alcohol by volume, and you'll get a bitterness on the palate from the hops. So the hazy IPAs tend to be less bitter than the West Coast IPAs, and they tend to carry more of a subtle sweetness, an unripened fruit, unripened mango. Each one is a little different, but yeah. That's our ASMR pop.
Our hops taste better, Trent. Fast. Did yes, it did, Levi! By almost 35 cents.
It made a new all-time high by market cap, not by price.
And it did make the new all-time high by price, Trent.
Did it? I mean,
Yeah,
because
by like 30 cents, by almost 10%.
it went to 380 something.
It was into 365, and the all-time high was like 337.
Yeah, I mean, on what though? I mean, coin market cap.
I believe that is on across all knowledgeable chains.
Yeah, because coin market cap is giving the all-time high at $3.84 on January 3rd of 2018.
That's a lie. pull up that chart where that happened, please.
Okay. Let's see. So, I mean, coin market cap is.
Wait, did you pour your beer in the glass?
Oh yeah, I poured it in my monkish glass.
Oh, I must not have been looking when you poured it.
This has been my highest rated one on the show so far, 8.5.
Look at it in real life and smell it. It's smelly smell.
Yeah.
It smells like smelly.
So I'll share screen. We do have to stay with our agenda though, so we're gonna go to news first. But
this is part of the news.
I will pour up. I will pour up. I will pull up the coin market cap.
Would it be Bitstamp would be the highest? No, I don't care about. I don't care about coin market cap's chart. I want to see bits where they got it, where they're getting their data from.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to go one by one and look at each exchange.
No.
But
I don't know where they're getting it from, but it's a lie.
Yeah, but they're showing $3.84. Regardless, though, you come over here to
when was it? When was it?
January 3rd, 2018.
Okay, I'm in May.
Regardless, though, you come over here to the market cap chart, and actually, because of token supply inflation, technically, XRP made an all-time high last cycle by market cap. And then it just cracked a new all-time high. Well, no, it didn't. I'm sorry. It didn't in 2021. But it did this cycle, and then now it's cracked that level again. So $212 billion market cap coming in for XRP. That is incredible. That really is incredible. So let's head over to the news.
All right, going over to the news today. Hey, Trent loves the news on Coin. Tell the truth. All right, guys, we're heading over to the news. This is what first popped up, guys. We have Trump's executive order to open up retirement funds to crypto ETFs. Trump court pick would bring crypto baggage to the bench. U.S. investigated Brazil's digital payment system. And they must really like Trump. I mean, he's like on the first couple of them. Outrage as 1.8 billion GX crypto. Well, we don't care about that. 3% price rally expected for Doge. You know what's kind of interesting? World Liberty investor Aqua One offers new answers for alleged Web3 port ties. Cross-chain swaps 21 billion to illicit funds. You know who I think would actually kind of some crazy news that I can't, that then don't have right here, Trent, is that we passed the crypto bills today, didn't we?
Yeah. Yes. They are fully passed and heading to Trump's desk tomorrow.
Why would they 4 U.S. presidents divided on key bills? Why does it say? Oh, that was 9 hours ago. They don't have like it updated. Is it or is it going to the Senate now?
No. It's going to Trump's desk tomorrow to be signed.
Are you sure? I thought it was going to go to the Senate.
No.
Well, I know they passed all of them what they did. I just wasn't sure if they were going back to the Genius Act.
No, it is. Watch, I'll pull up the tweet. Go to
Coin Bureau also had it too, right?
Yeah. Go to Cointelegraph's Twitter because it says, this is what's on our thumbnail. It says update. All 3 crypto bills have passed the House. Clarity Act, Genius Act, and Anti-CBDs Act. The Genius Act now heads to President Trump's desk for signing tomorrow afternoon at the White House.
There you go. I mean, I guess it is tomorrow that he's going to sign it. Why do you pour it into a glass? Did XRP make a new all-time high? I would say XRP did make a new all-time high, Captain Levi. I don't care what CoinMarketCap says.
Oh, why do I pour it in a glass? Well, I pour it in a glass so I can enjoy that nice opaque yellow color. But you know, beyond that, you know, if you pour it somewhat aggressively and get, you know, about 2 fingers worth of the head of the foam there on the beer, you're actually releasing a lot of you know, fancy word for bubbles, like, right? You're releasing a lot of that of that pent up, you know, oxygenation in there, and it reduces like some bloat, so you can have, you know, a little bit more if you pour it in a glass without feeling like you're gonna burst. And then additionally, I think that, you know, kind of like people decant their wine or whatever, but, you know, obviously I'm not into all that, but it is, I do feel like the aromatics you get, you know, it mixes with the air, it releases, you know, and I do think it affects the character of it just a little bit in a positive way. I mean, it's very hard to tell, but.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to read this news article. Yo, Trump eyes executive order to open up retirement funds to crypto FT. What do you think FT stands for?
Oh, it stands for, I have this article it stands for Financial Times. Hey, pick another article, because I actually have the article from the Financial Times itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one seems the most interesting one. How about
yeah,
for
sure.
Or was there another one? Or were the ones down here? Wilf, Aqua, Arcadia, Blessing, controversial Bitcoin upgrade BIP 119 delayed by the end of the year. Cross-chain swap. Let's go to the Bitcoin wallet. All right, so 300% Doge price rally expected if this key price level is reclaimed. Doge gained 18% this week, and multiple data points suggest 300% rally is possible before the end of 2025. Well, that's not crazy. Like 3 gas by the end of 2025. Hope it's higher than that. Doge formed a double bottom after breaking a long-term downtrend, hinting at a rally into a new year-to-date heights. Doge futures opens interest spot volumes and holders profit show rising demand and reduced sell pressure. Dogecoin 23 cents. Shows strong signals are rallying higher as a technical indicator, and on-chain metrics align support bullish continuation. Currently trading above 21 cents. Doge is forming a textbook double bottom pattern on the daily chart. Historically reliable reversal, standing descending channel, further confirmation, a shift in momentum. Boom, that's what they're charting out, guys. They're saying we are going to go up and the up and the up. We're going to leg and then leg and then leg and then leg and then go 2 more. Following the breakout, the meme coin has entered a consolidation phase between 19 and 21 cents, which could be viewed as a healthy retest and hold after breakout. An immediate break above 21 cents would likely pave the way to 25. So, yeah, that's kind of obvious. A key level that completes the double bottom pattern. The pattern opened a path to 48 cents, a level last seen in December 2024. Notably, Doge's largest structure on the weekly chart adds further weight to its bullish case. Crypto analyst trader Tardigrade noted the crypto asset trades within the ascending broadening wedge. Technical formation known for parabolic breakout potential. The price action suggests that Doge is gearing up to test the potential breach of the upper boundary. The one thing that I think is really awesome about this article, Trent, is not the fact that Doge is gearing up to do what 3x, but what Doge shows is that the retail interest is coming back into the market, and that's telling you that everything else that's going to is amping up to run too.
Yeah, for sure.
And basically, yep. I mean, I don't think I need to read any more about Doge. I think we all know what that means. I think me just saying That was pretty good. Oh, here it is. All House passes 3 crypto bills ahead of August recess. After the or was this from a different day? Or is this today, Trent?
I mean, I don't see a date on it.
Yeah, I think this is today. Guys, this is today. In a Thursday House session, lawmakers voted 294 to 134. I don't know why they didn't make that more clear what day it was. To pass the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act bill aimed at establishing a market structure for cryptocurrencies. A 308 to 122 favor of guiding established national innovation of the U.S. Stablecoins Genius Act and 219 and 210 for the Anti-CBDC Surveillance Act. Almost 80 Democrats voted for the Clarity Act and more than 100 for the Genius Act. With the bills having expected to move forward through the chamber before Congress breaks for its August reset, Republicans have been calling for everyone in their party to support the bill as part of their crypto week plans. A nod to the U.S. President Donald Trump stated intentions to enact crypto agenda quickly. However, on Wednesday, voting consideration of the package of 3 bills stalled for hours after Republicans held for a carve-out to ban development of CBDC in the U.S. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's all coming. What is this, Trent? Did I miss another? It's kind of an important article. Why is it not in the other ones? The SEC delays in-kind redemption. What the heck is an in-kind?
I don't know.
The SEC delays in-kind redemption decision for Bitwise crypto ETFs. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, extended its deadline to decide whether to allow in-kind redemptions for Bitwise, Bitcoin, and Ether spot ETFs on the New York Stock Exchange market. While the SEC did not exceed its maximum 90-day review limit, it stated that more time is needed to fully consider implications of proposed rule change. If approved, in one-kind redemptions would let investors receive Bitcoin or Ether directly instead of cash, potentially offering tax benefits.
In-kind redemptions, that's what it means. Redemptions in the same kind as the underlying asset of the ETF. It's like trading USDTM CoinM futures, you know.
You know what people should do to Trent? People should come on over to our X and check out what we posted on X right here. Did you see this?
I did scroll back earlier.
Huh?
Scroll back earlier and
did you not see this?
I posted the same thing earlier. What? Scroll back. No. Back. Like down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did post it earlier. Oh, whoops. Hey, you know what? That just means you get double advantage that we're both monitoring the news and try to keep everybody up to date. You got 2 people playing the same game, guys. But how cool is that? Pepe says Doge is dead. Yeah, Doge might be dead, Pepe, but still the number one. You can't really say it's dead because Elon Musk is kind of a loose cannon and you never know what he's going to do before he does it. What's up, DCA and Bray? What up, man? You and John 316 will be best buds.
Dot and Litecoin made their way into our crypto cemetery.
Did you see what DCA said? Pepe's gay. Don't listen to it. Dot is going to run. Dot is DCA and Prey. Dot is such a dead coin in the water, man. Like, I think it's good tech, but dude, as long as Gavin Wood is a part of that project, which I know he's no longer on like the CEO or whatever, but he's still on the board or however they want to call that. He's not a good dude. And then Litecoin is going to run, dude. Litecoin will probably run, but I don't think it's make its all-time high. And then that was like today. It was like 4 p.m. That list just made up stuff. There's nothing real backing that list. Doge needs Elon to pump it.
Yeah,
I would say Doge needs Elon to pump it because Elon hasn't talked about Doge in 2.5 years, and it still moves up.
Yeah. Which list though? The list in the tweet, because that's that's confirmed in the Clarity Act.
What am I looking at? Oop. So, what do you think about this list, Trent? So they say Bitcoin likely mature, fully decentralized, proof of work, fair distribution, no central control.
I'm gonna save my thoughts about that for the Cardano Spotlight, but you can.
I'm gonna go down and give you my thoughts then, Trent.
Yeah.
We're talking about the news, and this is news, not spotlighting. Guys, I'm just kidding. Trent can talk about it. Good different viewpoints. I just wanted to say that they say Ethereum is decentralized proof of stake with broad development and public token distribution. But they go after, they say Bitcoin's not in central control, but half the nodes in Ethereum like owned by Chase, or so like a 30%. Like I feel like you guys, that's kind of centralized. It's like a little bit. They say BNB is not mature, centralized validator control heavy insider token allocation. That's fair, but they do burn a lot of tokens. XRP Ledger not mature. Ripple controls a huge portion of the supply and influencers consensus. They probably say that because they were mad that Trump felt tricked with the tweet about it.
Well, DCA. Wait, how do you know that though? How do you know that though? Because if you go over here, I'll share I'll share my screen. Let's see. I gotta do this real quick.
Okay. Well, you look that up. I'm gonna keep talking.
It's important that we.
You're pulling it up right now.
It's important that we address these, discrepancies here. So Tap Tools reposted this. Tap Tools is a highly. It's a very serious outlet, right? It's a highly recognized and renowned Cardano ecosystem account. So, it doesn't just post nonsense, right? But beyond that, like someone says, Grok, is this true? Now, here's the thing. Like, guys, Grok 4 is the smartest AI, and I'm not using AI to prove facts, but, I'll do it right now, though, and I'll tell it to source it if we want. And if I'm wrong, I'll stand corrected. But, right here, at least, it says, yes, the Clarity Act only classifies Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano as likely mature blockchains under U.S. standards based on decentralization criteria, like no single entity controlling over 20% of supply or governance. This recognizes their maturity for regulatory purposes. So, I do have Grok 4. And, I'm just going to ask it here. Is it true that...
You could just copy and paste it and put it in there and ask if it's true.
That's true. Yeah.
That might be the easiest way. Then I also talked about XRP saying that a large portion is controlled by Ripple. It's true, but I think it's like every month or every quarter they release like a billion tokens into circulation so they could try to get the tokens out. And then it says Cardano, likely mature, public POS, proof of stake, with diverse validators and no single holder over 20%. Not yet mature, Solana, not yet mature, heavy supply and core development centralized under Solana Foundation. That is very true, with no maximum. They can keep creating them forever and ever and ever. Then you got Dogecoin, borderline. It's not even mature, borderline. Decentralized control, but high token concentration in a few wallets. Probably true, but they did get it how they were supposed to do it. And then Tron, founded, dominated governments, and high insider ownership. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, that just sounds stupid. Negative. I thought you could just copy the whole picture and put it into Grok. Is that not a thing?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna. Let's see. There we go. So, I'm asking it to cite sources here, guys. Grok 4 is the most advanced artificial intelligence that exists right now. It passes a postgraduate level PhD test in every field, and it passes it 100%. And
you like ChatGPT or Grok more?
Grok, and as early as next year, like Guys, think about this for a minute. What is next? After an AI is able to score 100% on a postgraduate PhD level test in every field imaginable, what's next after that? After it can get a perfect score on everything.
JG.
What's next after it can get a perfect score on everything? According to Elon and the XAI team, what's next is that it can actually create new technologies and discover new physics, right? Because it knows everything about the world right now as it exists. So
I bet you doesn't know what number I'm thinking.
Well, yeah. Metaphysically, it can't get into metaphysics, that which is beyond physics, right? Which is, the human soul and psyche, I would argue, is in many ways beyond physics. So, AI has been able to pass tests for a while, just marketing. Well, yes and no. Like the scores did increase. So
I want to know if they can do dentist work on my teeth.
Let's see. Okay, Bitcoin CCN article evaluating blockchains. Okay, Cardano Explorer article.
You know when I saw the first AI computer ever, Trent?
Uh-huh.
Was in Willy Wonka and the chocolate factory back in 1964, Gene Wilder, and they asked the AI computer bot to tell them where the Wonka bars are, the golden ticket, and they said they can't tell you that because it would be cheating.
Okay, so it's citing sources, right? So here we go. Here's an article.
Grok 4 thought it was Mecha Hitler at launch. Sounds like something Kanye would make.
Why Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano are classified as likely mature, right? So it's citing several sources for this. Look, and that's the thing about the more advanced AI models is, all of these links are cited sources, right? So what you have to do is you have to go read the sources that are cited. This comes from over 37 web pages, and it tells you all of them right here. Let's see. Okay, this is a .edu site. Let's see what this says.
Trent.
Huh.
DCA says he's right.
Well, okay. Yeah, here we go. We're going to a .edu site. Where'd it go? Okay, 37 web pages. .edu. I think what likely happened, I have 2 points about this, BCA, and I appreciate the, you might not know that the other thing that I do in my life professionally besides crypto, I used to wash trucks at Blue Beacon Truck Wash, but the other thing that I do professionally is I teach and preach the Bible at various churches and stuff. And so I tell people this often. I say, if you don't see, and obviously I'm speaking to Christians, but I say, if you don't see what I'm what I'm saying with your own eyes in your own Bible, then challenge it. Ask questions. Do it humbly, but and with some grace, but challenge it. If you don't see what I'm teaching in your own eyes with your own Bible, challenge it. So look, I welcome the pushback. That makes our whole community better. Honestly, because if I'm wrong, I need to know, and I don't care if I'm wrong on live. Like, that's fine. But I want you to consider this. The whole weight of the news outlet reporting is telling you that these three blockchains meet the criteria in the Genius Act. They're not telling you, by the way, that the Genius Act itself listed these three blockchains in the literature of the bill, right? They're telling you that the bill specifies the conditions upon which you would consider a blockchain likely mature. And all the corpus of the media is doing is telling you that these three blockchains meet that classification. So I would suggest, actually, DCA, that the weight of the burden of proof is on you to show why this is not accurate.
Trent.
Yeah.
I think this is the whole Clarity Act right here from the Congress.gov. It's not very big, but if you look right, where was I? I like commodity blockchain. Defining mature blockchains would require the value of the digital commodity related to mature blockchain be substantially derived from the use and function of blockchain and not restrict or
Litecoin is not in the top 10, DCA.
Users that is limit ownership by shareholders to less than 20% of the outstanding units. Among other things, maturity or intended maturity would be preconditioned for certain features of the bill framework. The bill would allow digital commodities blockchains would identify criteria which the SEC with blockchain maturity would define mature blockchains together related commodity not controlled by any one person or group under control. This is Securities Act. We don't want to go to 1953 because that's way outdated. And I think that it doesn't really suggest any specific coins.
Right. Right. What the news outlets are doing is they're saying there's 3 coins in the top 10 that meet the criteria of likely mature. That's what they're doing. But their very obvious conclusion that Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano are the only ones that meet this. Like XRP doesn't meet it because there's too much centralized ownership by Ripple. That's fine. I still like XRP as an investment. It just doesn't meet the Clarity Act's guidelines for what constitutes likely mature, right? So that, I mean, this is not hype. This is not conjecture. This is not subjective. The guidelines are very clear, and there's only 3 blockchains in the top 10 that meet the criteria of likely mature. Does it, at the end of the day, when we look back on this bull run and we watch the pumpage, does it mean anything? Maybe not. Like, you know, yeah, maybe, who cares? I don't know. I'm just saying it's a tip of the hat from legislators to mature blockchain infrastructure, which Cardano meets better than Ethereum even. So, yeah.
Well, you know, I want to do a little self-praise today on myself. I told Trent before the stream started, I wanted to give myself a pat on the back.
You found another list, and it lists data is not compliant, but Litecoin is. Info is from ChatGPT. Okay, but what outlet is the list from? Because everybody is, again, the weight of the burden is on, the weight of the burden of proof is on you, it's not on me. It's on me because I'm right here on YouTube, like, you know, claiming to be an educator, right? So it's on me, but I've already shown that the consensus of the crypto space interprets the guidelines of the Clarity Act in a way in which 3 blockchains in the top 10 meet these criteria.
You know
right?
what?
I've already shown that. So now the burden of proof is on you to show why that should not be the case. The burden of proof is not on me. So,
well, I just want to point out whether the list is wrong or right, because it doesn't seem like it's likely here to be right. And currently, now I'm willing to bet ADA will be on there as a mature cryptocurrency, and I don't currently hold any ADA at the moment.
well,
So
look, the government is never going to produce an official list. That's the whole point. There is never going to be an official list.
Hey, you know what they say, Trent? This is crypto.
Yeah.
You never say never.
Well, right. But the Clarity Act gave guidelines. The fact of the matter, and the vast majority of industry consensus is agreeing right now that only 3 blockchains in the top 10 meet the guidelines. So the discussion is not about whether the Clarity Act gave an official list, right? Yes, what are the criteria? So also people act like not being a mature digital asset is a bad thing, but it's not. I agree with that, DCA. A chain can still operate just fine without it being a mature asset. Yeah.
In my defense, I feel like HBAR should belong on that list. But
Yeah. But the posts going around are just dealing with the top 10. There's probably a lot of coins that belong in that list. You know, but
well, anyways, I'm gonna brag about myself a little bit because I'm feeling pretty good, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I hold XRP, and I hold Crow, and I hold Ondo, and I hold HBAR, and I hold VeChain, and I'm feeling pretty good because they are pumping really good right now. I have all my coins in my portfolio, so I'm feeling pretty good today because most of my coins are the main ones winning in the top 100. Now, obviously, some are more heavy than others in my portfolio, but hey, it's not every day you hit all coins do good, and it probably means all my coins tomorrow will be underperforming compared to all the others. But I feel pretty good about that. Also, pump was down 25% yesterday, wasn't it? It's still kind of down. That's trying to trade sideways. Hopefully that's right.
I answered that question in the chat, JP.
And you wanna HBAR and XRP destroy lately. Congrats on the gains, T. Thank you, sir, JG. I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, Crow too. Bro, we literally said earlier, was it Monday or Sunday that we were thinking 13 cents for Crow. So, hey, that was a pretty good price prediction, too. And it's not quite done yet because it looks like it's curving up to that next psychological level. And we all know when XRP pumps, it's going to pump it will pump it air. Kind of like Stellar Lumens pumps today, but I think it didn't pump as hard because it already pumped 61% compared to XRP's 40% currently. So, you know, Stellar will probably outperform XRP, but XRP is cooler.
Levi, I'm heaviest in ADA. My next up is XRP.
Hey, you're going to probably dominate then, Mr. DCA, because I should have bought more Stellar, but I didn't. And now I just went ham on XRP. I didn't really take into consideration when I first started the market cap. I missed a long time ago, you know, like 4 years ago. And I should have bought all the ISOs, and I should just DCA'd all the ISOs. But, you know, live and learn, man. Live and learn. I'm feeling pretty good, though, today. Pretty good. Tomorrow might be a different story, but yeah. Trent.
Yeah.
Do you want to lead in charts or you want me to go to charts?
Either way.
All right, guys, we're going to come over to look at XRP is the first one we're looking at. We are on a 1 hour currently. We had a little bit of momentum. We've had a little bit of a red dot and a little bit of curvature on the red dot. The blue momentum wave curved a little down. Strength slightly tilted. Stokes are high, but the money flow is so stinking thick. And when we do this little weird sideways action with the VWAP, it can still keep pumping. Currently, the DBSI is saying that the bears are in control, but the money flow is so thick we could keep going. Like, there's no reason why we can't stop. If we have to close though, if we could close above the previous little low, I feel a lot better. Man, there were so many ads over there on Kick. I feel like we get them all the time. All right, ads and scams. They don't believe in us. Wow, look at that. The bulls are technically in control, and the bears were a -1 to a -4. So it looks like we've actually been gaining ground. We went from bulls went from a 3, 4, 7, 10. So it looks like we've been gaining actually momentum. The momentum waves are really, really, really freakishly hot at 98 and 96, which is crazy. Usually I feel like we'll pop when we're down here. So that's pretty wild, guys, to see that, which means we could have a fake out that reset the Stokes and keep going. 12 hours still says momentum to the upside, and we've been gaining at -1 to a -4. Quant hasn't moved in a big way yet. Dude, I'm so bullish on Quant though. Like, if you look at it on the chart performance, it's like ready to go. The daily is still good, guys. The Stokes are really high. We are don't have any signs of curving down. Don't have a lot of signs with the light blue, to be honest with you, because it's so hot.
JG, yeah, it could include a lot of blockchains for sure. The posts and the articles that are going around are dealing with which chains in the top 10 meet the guideline. So yeah, there's a Algorand meets this, HBAR meets this. There's probably more coins than we realize that meet this. The problem is that when you look at, the quote unquote blue chips that meet this, what you realize is that there's blue chips that aren't as mature as you think they are, like Solana. Anyways.
I just want to point out too that XRP on the weekly, the VWAP is shooting up, strength shooting up, Stokes are going up, climbing up with everything else. We're playing off this trigger wave. We have open doors for continuation. And it looks like when you look at the chart, it is a full-on breaking out of that local. Trent would say local high. I would say all-time high. And we are breaking out to the moon, guys. Okay, XRP is looking super good on the weekly. Now let's take a look at Crow, because Crow is still pumping right now. Is Crow going to continue pumping? Let's check it out. Hey, did BNB pump, Trent? Do you know? Only up to 1.2%.
Do I care is the question.
Well, I think BNB is pretty good coin.
Yeah, I just forget that it exists half the time. And I know, I get it. Who am I? I'm just, over here on my little YouTube channel saying that I hate BNB, and then I forget that it exists.
I wouldn't say it's outperforming ADA, but I'm saying it's probably keeping up with ADA, because it was $200 in the bottom of the bear, and so it's up like a 3.5x.
Yeah.
And when it's ready to rip, it rips. We have a trigger wave to the upside.
Keeping up with ADA for now.
Yeah, I want to look at Crow on a smaller time frame. It's kind of interesting. It's pumping with XRP. We have a little bit of a red dot. VWAP slightly below the 0 line. Money flow just slightly came down. 4 hour looks like it's gonna keep going. The green money wave is thick, guys. That's a thick piece of ham. The VWAP is doing like this weird sideways high action. Like, we take that all day, every day. You slide Crow over. We had this rising wedge. It looked kind of like it's gonna go up or down point, and it's just shooting up through the up and down point. That actually, you know what, high, and then you get like this little bit of lower high right here. You're gonna be like, oh crap, and then you start breaking down. You probably freaked everybody out, bounced off that local support, and shot right back up, man. We are in 1, 2. We went from a -4 to a 1 to a 2, which means that we are starting to would say we're losing steam if you're going off that one indicator. But to me, this looks like it's going to break up to its next support level, which is, like I said, 13 cents to 14 cents range. So we take that, man. It just feels good. I think Crow's going to keep pumping. And the momentum right now is currently shooting up past at least this previous one and that previous one. So it's looking pretty good, guys. Looking pretty good. I'm feeling like alt season's here. Or not, I wouldn't say alt season, but the next leg up in the market is definitely here. I think everybody can say that. There's no denying it. The 12 hours looking phenomenal. Golden Cross shooting up on the daily. Why don't you take over, Trent, and go throw up the ADA chart, see what you see?
Yeah.
You look at
Let's see.
MO. Are you? I'm thinking of Mantra. You're not an OM guy, are you? Or did you just change it to after? Mindset Crypto. Great stuff, guys. Hey, thank you so much, Mindset. Mindset Crypto. Do you have your own channel? You sound like an influencer. Mo Crypto. Government likes people and companies that play along, are more manageable, somewhat controllable, and written mention of that. Any written mention of that?
Well, yeah, no, I get it. You know, Cardano is going to find itself in trouble with the more socialist, communist, heavy surveillance leaning governments in the future, for sure. But look, for right now, that's why I love it, actually. Like, you know, in an apocalyptic situation, it can actually serve as an underground black market. And in a non-apocalyptic situation, well, it's being recognized for what it is, which is mature as a blockchain. So either way, that's why Cardano is a win-win for me. So coming over here to the charts.
I know what coin we should add to the dead chart.
What's that?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'm texting Trent.
Okay. So right here we are. I gotta refresh this chart. Let's see.
He's gotta refresh the chart today for you guys to see. Did you get the text?
Let's see. Did I get the text? He said. Oh, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, hey, you can make the poll right now while I'm talking, just so it's up.
Oh, I could.
Yeah. So let's see here. We are forming another bull flag. We broke out of this massive bull flag right here, and right now we're forming another one. And let's go ahead and pull the chart down here. Get rid of that, and we'll look at the measured move, which is the length of the flagpole. Okay. And then you pull it from there to the top. So we're looking at 132.7 is the measured move from the current bull flag that we're in. Now, what I think is likely to happen is that this 21-day moving average has to catch up to price action, and then price will break out. So that could bring you to Wednesday, July 25th, before we see a break of this bull flag. Or what could happen is it could just break out right now. And then price action would be, let's just pretend it's making another flag right here, and then the 21 MA is still below it, right? If that's the case, I think this comes up, and then this has to retest the low. So I don't know. Those are just some scenarios. Get rid of my spaghetti over here. You know, spaghetti on your chart doesn't make you look cool. It could be a sign that you're disorganized. So there you go. I don't know why it got rid of my bottom line. Okay. So there you go. Measured move from this bull flag coming to 100 over 132,000. We have the stochastics have started to reset on the daily quite nicely. We still have some room to run on the daily before we're overbought and in need of a correction. See, that's why I think that we break out of this bull flag and then we correct, hopefully just to retest the breakout. We could correct as low as 100, as low as the CME gap between 114 and 115. Now remember, look, at the end of every bull run, like I would be willing to bet, like, we only have 2021 data to go off of, or 2017 to 2021 data to go off of. But in the last cycle, there was a CME gap at around $19,000 or so, and we actually pumped from that CME gap, and we never went down to revisit it until 4 years later in the bear market.
That's a good point, DCA. I didn't realize Quant was on the Ethereum network. I thought it was on its own network. I didn't know that. I'm not gonna lie. I just had to go. I was like, really? That's a thing? So DCA, thank you for being part of the Brew Crew community and teaching us every day, being here. Well, just hanging out.
Yeah. So, the CME gap between 114 and 115. Like, if we don't fill this, and we pump out of this flag and start making another flag, or we pump out of this flag and then our correction only brings us down to the breakout of the flag we're in right now. Like, there is a possibility, there is a scenario in which the CME gap between 114 and 115 doesn't get filled until later on in a bear market. Also, we could pump to like 135, and then 20% corrections are normal. That would come down to fill the gap. So, we don't know until we know. But we are also still in this weekly inverse head and shoulders pattern. And the measured move, which I've showed this before, the measured move on this inverse head and shoulders, draw it from the bottom to the neckline to the breakout point. There you go. Take it and pull your measured move from the right shoulder, and you end up with $164,000. So, after $160,000 or so, what happens after that, we don't know. We have to let new chart formations come into play and tell us what's going to happen.
I can tell you that, Captain Levi, the percentage of my portfolio, and I'm speaking for myself for Bitcoin, is I made a slight error in my original portfolio build, and I'm going to correct it next time. And I'll probably stick to about 25% Bitcoin. I currently have zero. I'm not gonna lie. I currently have zero. And when the time that I didn't really realize Bitcoin, it's crypto, but it's not crypto until later in my career. And I was like, you know what? I need to start accumulating Bitcoin more.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Look, and I say that this is my biggest mistake in crypto. I'm class of 2021, right? I got in early 2021. I I got in heavy in altcoins, and this is by far my biggest mistake in crypto, is not having a Bitcoin heavy portfolio, right? Like, Bitcoin dominance has showed us this, right? Like, Benjamin Cowan will say that altcoins are an oscillator against Bitcoin at best. And I disagree with him, although who am I to disagree with him? He has a PhD in mathematics and engineering. But hey, it's my life, and I can disagree with him about what I do. So, but it is my biggest mistake in crypto, is not having a Bitcoin heavy portfolio. However, I also plan to fix this in the bear market.
It's like a second cycle type thing,
Yeah.
Like, I really got into the euphoria phase, the last cycle, maybe a little bit before that, was when I really got exposure, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And so I watched a lot of influencers that try to help educate me, and now I know what I'm gonna do. I learned how to do it, and I learned how to also get scammed. So I'm gonna try to teach you guys how not to get scammed by influencers.
The thing is,
crypto.
The thing is, like, I have a nuance to my portfolio too, and that nuance is that as I take profit from my spot portfolio, I'm slowly building a rather large trading portfolio. And in that trading portfolio, like, once I've taken a lot of profits from my spot bags, I'm gonna
thank
trade
you for the subscription we got, Trent. We got somebody subscribed to us. Whoever that was, thank you so much.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna trade the hell out of CoinM futures on Bitcoin in 2026 and 2027, and I'm going to trade my way to a whole Bitcoin. So,
I can't wait to see, like, when we enter the bear market, because we're going to be here. We'll even teach you guys. We'll probably by then we'll have courses out in our what we're working on right now. I don't want to tell you yet, but it's almost complete. We're almost ready to launch it. We'll probably have courses out there for it, and we'll teach you guys how to, like, sign up with the link, obviously, and how to start paper trading and how to short the market. So when we flip or go into the bear market, we'll flip the charts upside down, so you guys can literally look at it like you're looking at a normal chart, and we're going to teach you how to read it.
So,
where did he go? So he's gone like that? He just left us? You can't leave us on cliffhanger. What the hell?
I was
a cliffhanger. You went so, and then just gone.
It was a swipe of my fingers that, like, it just closed the thing on me. But
did you say, oh shoot?
I want to finish this real quick. Let's see here. So, okay, there we are. So inverse head and shoulders takes us to 160K. Where are we going in the short term?
We're always looking for more friends, Ponky. Just come join us every night, 7:30 Pacific Northwest time.
and Ponky's watching from Rumble. It looks like. Shout out to Rumble.
Oh, you are watching from Rumble. Hey, what's up, Ponky?
Yeah.
I think you're our first comment we've ever got over on Rumble. I didn't even recognize it at first.
Yeah, our first non-bot comment for sure.
Yeah.
So, on the 4 hour,
I'm gonna pull up Ponky just because he said that.
The thing is, the Stokes are getting high on the 4 hour. However, I need you to, guys, this pump, we're still in the early phases of this pump. I'm going to tell you why. And I'm talking about the short-term pump. Like, we're going to break this bull flag that we're in really soon. The reason why, guys, look at the MACD on the 4 hour. It is just now bullishly crossing. Its last bullish cross led to this move right here. which was the flagpole. During all this chop and sideways move on the 4-hour, we've actually reset the MACD, and we just now had a bullish cross. Also, we have an inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hour. Okay, we have a head, left shoulder, right shoulder. If I come down here and I invert scale, you see it. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Right? And where does the measured move take you? I'll invert scale again. Okay, the measured move on the 4-hour going from the bottom to the neckline. Let's go right there.
How much is Ponky up for the week, Trent? Ponky's in the top 400, almost top 300. It's only up 6% for the week, but 40% for the month.
So a breakout of this takes us to 124.6 on the 4-hour, which is a new all-time high, and it's a higher high. So, there you go. On the 1-hour, we're holding above the 21 moving average. Stokes are not overheated on the 1-hour. RSI is not overheated on the 1-hour. MACD looks good on the 1-hour. Guys, like this uptrend is going to keep going. So there you go.
There we go. I'm gonna put Ponky just for Ponky.
Yeah.
Where's my screen to pull you off? And I'll run through E2. What's up, Ponky? Thank you for being the first person over there on Rumble to support us. We're over here on the 1-hour. We had a fake down to our local resistance, support. Sorry. We do have an anchor wave coming up. The green is the money flow. The money flow is still thick. The VWAP is still up pretty significantly. Strength is coming in. DBSI market ciphers is printing. Number go up. We're going to swing over to the 4-hour. We have a doji candle, which is a trend reversal of the previous trend, and we were previously trending down. If you look over in the bottom momentum wave, it was angled down, coming down. We're starting to get a little bit of a outwardly push right here. So we're going to keep an eye on that. At the same time, the money flow is still good. The VWAP is coming up up to the 0 line, and we're going to cross for more bullish signal. And the strength is flipping. Look at that. It's a nice little tail on that freaking... that good little tails coming in on the strength. Oh my gosh. On the 4-hour. The 12-hour, that's not the greatest sign. I'm not gonna lie for the Ponky on the 12-hour, because this to me does look like bearish divergence on Ponky. Pretty textbook too. Also, if you wonder why my candles look different from other people, we use Haikinashi on the channel. These are regular candles. And these
you use Haikinashi on the channel.
I do. I like the Haikinashi candles. The VWAP is breaking below the 0 line, so we kind of need, and the strength is coming out. So we have a couple of doji candles, which is trying to say it's a reversal of this. Now, if you also look over here, Trent, you'll see what I kind of see is almost a double top coming in. Trent, do you think that looks like a double top to you?
Sorry, I was busy shadow boxing.
Well, I was saying that this looks like a double top.
Wait. Do you see why I was busy shadow boxing?
Nope. I mean, I saw, but I didn't know why.
Because Muffhead said 5-year cycle, nothing this year. Fight me.
Oh. Oh, he's still on about no alt season. I don't know, Muffin. I think the charts this week would disagree with you. The one thing we do got kind of going for us for Ponky is this does look like a bull. And if we have a trend reversal, that might push us down to this local resistance, which will form a cup and handy, Sammy cup and handy to the upside. You recognize that trend, Sammy cup and handy?
Oh yeah.
Sammy cup and handy. Get up to here, which that would put us at 20 cents, which also puts us at our local high. Good little support level right there before deciding if it wants to move again. So I would expect, maybe a little bit of pump up short term, but over the next day and a half, we probably will come down a little lower before deciding to go up. Not financial advice, but that's what it just looks like on the 12 hours. 12 hours is a good signal. And the daily just has a sharp decline right there, which is kind of annoying because we had this green dot, which is such a beautiful upclimb. Okay, we're going to thank you for joining us too over on Rumble. Now I'm going to swing over to Ethereum. Look at ETH, man, on the 1 hours. Those are such crazy candles on Ethereum. There's no all season trend. I'm sorry, it's nothing but up. Nope. We are still forming up. This is like the first candle. The bulls still technically are in control, but it's kind of like an eh. But the good news is that we've been so hot, we can come down just slightly. B-Carb, what's up, dog? Yeah, Ada's pumping. But it's not true. It's not in the Clarity Act, despite what Trent may tell you.
Wait. Nothing is in the Clarity Act, but the Clarity Act has defined guidelines of what constitutes a mature blockchain, and there are 3 coins in the top 10 that fit the description. Bitcoin, okay. Ethereum, and Cardano.
What we do got going for us right now, too, is DCA is agreeing with you, Buffett. We got the Ethereum, man. It looks like it's breaking out, dude, with this strong 4-hour candle going to the upside right now. The DBSI is saying that we're going to get another good candle, and it's been saying like the bulls are in control. Okay, we punched the bears to a -1. We have a green down the 4-hour. Hasn't confirmed, but we have 20 minutes left to confirm. It's pretty likely going to confirm. The green money flow is thick. The VWAP is just breaking above the 0 line of the 3. Strength's kind of plateauy, still so high, but it still looks like we're riding up, man. It still looks like we're riding up. The 12-hour, man. Look at the 12-hour. Holy cow, that's like straight up line. Oh my goodness. I wonder, Trent, if we keep going, if this is kind of like what we'll end up seeing. So we start at 25. We run up like this. We kind of take like a little bit of a break like that, and then we continue back up to 4,400. What do you think about that? Yes, realistic.
Sorry, I was looking at opening up a trade. What did you say?
The daily's still looking pretty good too.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, look, that's gotta move sideways at some point, but yeah.
It's so hot. I mean, look where it's at.
Yeah.
Ooh, right. Look how strong we are too at 92 to 60. Ooh, put my hat back. I was trying to cool myself off this hot ass room. Wow, Trent, it's just looking crazy. I don't even know, Trent. It's just a big. ETH has been so hot. Even the weekly still says it still has a lot more to go. VWAP shooting up, open doors going up, Stokes going up, strength shooting up, VWAP shooting up. Dip into the weekend and then higher next week. Oh man, I hope so, Levi. That would be phenomenal. Hey Trent, were you here yesterday when we were talking to Lucas, and he was trying to tell us that me and Pepe, that he believed Bitcoin is going to go to 250 to 300K, and I was trying to find a scenario where that was even possible by drawing it out, and I was having a hard time doing it.
Well, yeah. there's some scenarios like, look, if we go to like the monthly, so look, this is gonna be kind of crazy, but bear with me. No pun intended. Don't bear with me, bull with me.
Yeah, bears hibernate in the wintertime.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Just bull with me here for a minute. I drew this.
I don't think we see anything real in the market till we get helicopter money and just quantitative QT quantitative easing forever. Only up from here, as Zerka says. Dip in the weekend. Okay, we were at the ADA on the 2 week. Boom, doom, tis. Badoom tis. ADA on the weekly. Do you see something on the weekly that I don't see? Trent was trying to tell me ADA was going down, and it was going down hard.
I didn't say that.
I was just kidding.
So, look.
Spaghetti lines, Trent. He's saying he's got spaghetti lines.
No. You can say spaghetti lines, but like,
they're almost like spider lines, but slightly smoother, rounder.
So, look.
Okay, what's going to happen is Powell is going to start cutting rates, getting everybody in retail to think now is the time to buy, and then the market will dump. 4-year cycle plays out like normal. DCA is probably right. I think November we'll see our peak. Jerome Powell will probably cut rates in September, and everybody's going to freak out. You might cut it one more time in November, and then we're going to dump.
Jerome Powell or his replacement.
Yeah. Well, Jerome Powell, I don't think we'll get fired. Even Trump said that again. He won't fire him, but that doesn't mean that Jerome Powell won't resign.
So, look, bull with me here for a minute, okay? This is on the monthly. And like, if this was, look, I've never thought about this until this moment in time, okay? So I am thinking about this live on the Blockchain Brew Show, and I'm probably wrong. I want you to know that. I want you to just synthesize this as an exercise in critical thinking and know that I'm probably wrong, okay? But if you showed me this on any other time frame, if you showed me this on the 4-hour chart, I would say this is a long. And if you showed me this on the 4-hour chart, I would have no problem calling this an inverse head and shoulders. Now, the thing is, this is on the monthly chart. And if you take the measured move, let's play it conservative. Let's not put it up here. Okay, let's put it at where the true neckline is. The true neckline connects these two highs right here. Okay, let me turn my, oh, okay, you're off. Yeah, so let me connect it to where the true neckline is, which is sitting at this level right here. Guys, that's a target of... Look, I told you, I'm probably wrong. This is just an exercise in critical thinking. I just saw it right now for the first time, okay? But that's a measured move to $325,493. But that would break the 4-year cycle. I don't see how that happened.
I couldn't see how it happened either. Just this number is too huge.
But the number is not too huge if we elongate the cycle. And look, I have been against this idea for so long. Like, I am just now starting to question whether an elongated cycle could be true, and that's probably, look, I'm going to be honest with you. That's probably a sign of euphoria. The fact that I am on this stream right now thinking that there's a world in which we could go to over $300,000 anytime soon. So, look, that's probably a sign of euphoria, and it's probably a sign that once we get our Q4 pump, you should, like, you know, take most of your profits. But I'm telling you, this is not crazy, though. This is not insane. There is some logic to what I'm drawing right here. Okay, let me try to draw it a little more conservatively. Let me take it not from the depth of the bottom, because we're on the monthly, and that's asking for a lot. Let me try to draw it as conservatively as I can.
Take it off long scale, and it takes it to around 127 to 130. Your exact same target for your bull run flag. Yeah,
No.
I was thinking like 140 to 180, and that's where I've set up the range. And that was with no TA back in it. I just hunch.
I'm not on log scale, but you know, look, let me take it from this 50 moving average instead of from the very, very tippy tip of the bottom. Okay, let me take it from right there, and then let me move it. Let me move it from the bottom. Let me move it from the very bottom of the bull flag right here instead of putting it at the top. Okay, so I just found two ways to kind of reduce it and chop it down. Okay, so where's that taking me? Now that's taking me to 186. So that's a lot more. That's a lot more believable. Okay. And that number kind of.
You're on a log, dude.
You're on a log, dude?
Middle of the ocean, I think.
I'm not on a logarithmic scale. Oh, I am. Okay.
I saw it. He's showing the eyeballs.
That's also the preset.
The carb says 325 is insane. It'll get there eventually. Yeah, probably next cycle. I don't even know if it'll be next cycle. I mean, what do you think next cycle will be, Trent? Like if we hit, let's say we hit 160. Do you think we can get to 325 by the next cycle?
But look, the log scale. Number one, it's a lot more readable, like than whatever this is. But number two, if I go on the log scale, I can't drag the screen any lower. Like, okay, yeah, that brings me to 235. So I mean, there you go. Like I took it off of log scale, but it's not getting me any better. I mean, it is a little bit, but
it says to remake your line. I couldn't figure it out, Trent. I tried to get it to go to 300, and I was like, dude, this is not possible. But we should probably move on to picks, Trent. We're burning daylight hours.
All right.
Let's just all agree it's not going to 300K. How's
right.
That?
Yeah, of course.
It's not going to 300K. I'd be very happy if it does. I don't think it will. I did my own inverse head and shoulders using the normal, not log, and it goes to like 130. Well, we're almost to 130 right now.
Yeah, you did your own inverse head and shoulders on the monthly, and it goes to 130. There's no way. Like, the inverse head and shoulders on every other time frame goes more than 130. So look, at the end of the day, I'll meet you in the middle, DCA, and I'll say we're both just trying to sound smart. Okay.
Yeah, the cycle is almost
there's
done.
no way. Look, there's no way that you say, oh, on the monthly I took it off of log and it goes to 130. But do you think the cycles are even still alive? That we don't know until we know. That's the honest truth of the matter. And we're
I think they are still alive.
I do too. But look, we're the only people here on YouTube that are truly going to tell you that we do not know what's going to happen. Like, we don't know.
I mean, the data is always live, and we have a lot of bullish stuff with Trump and other things, but we also have bearish things too with like the Fed Reserve. They don't like Trump. They don't want to get along with Trump, and they're playing their angles to try to keep the market down too. And we might have one more bear market, and maybe that's the last bear market. I do think the cycles are still intact for the most part. Like, I don't think we'll get like an 80% correction, but maybe like a 60%. I guess we're really knowing the bear market, but yes, we're getting close, man. We are really getting close. How the top isn't likely? I'm going to be paid. I probably won't catch the top, to be honest with you, till afterwards. I will be following the monthly candles, and I'll be using the smaller time frames, the weekly and the daily, to try to really dial it in as most accurately as I possibly can. But I'm going to be using Market Cipher to try to get it.
Yeah, like, we can't stress about this. We have to have
a breaking point. You are right, DCA. I spend about $1,200 a month on groceries. Now, that's a lot of people. I do live in Washington, which is one of the more expensive states, but man, $1,200 is more than some people's house payments.
Yeah. I mean, in California, I spend like close to that amount. Granted, I could shave it down if I tried, but I spend close to that amount for two people. And when I say close to that amount, maybe I mean 900. I don't know. I don't watch my stuff that closely, but California is even a little crazier, I think.
Yeah, maybe. They cut rates and everything will go up. Bread, milk, eggs, everything.
It depends on how much you eat.
It's not about me, man. I got 3 kids. It depends on how much they eat, and that really depends if they're on those little shits are on a growth spurt that month. If they're on a growth spurt. Golly, man, my 7-year-old could eat a whole Little Caesars pizza.
Well, okay. To be fair, though, look, part of my grocery bill, I make my dogs food. Right, with like ground chicken, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, canned pumpkin, carrots and peas.
No wonder why your dogs throw up all the time.
So you gotta factor their food consumption into the bill too. So I am kind of feeding poor people.
No. You grind up a whole pizza 3 times a day, and then you can factor in. you might be feeding like an infant with the cost of milk every day. I go through like 4 gallons of milk a week, and almost 2 dozen eggs.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we got my kid that eats a bottle, 2-3 times a day. It just never ends, man. He eats eggs when he can. Picking scammered, so many. Bags go up too. It's a double-edged sword. Are you kidding me? My grocery store charges me for my own bag for bags now. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't need a bag. You can shove those plastic bags. The sun don't shine. You want a receipt? No, I don't want your dang receipt. You keep that for the next guy. You might as well save that too.
California does that too, charging for bags. Put a +1 in the chat if you.
Piecoin, looking like Piecoin might belong in the grave. Pepe just re-showed up. He re-emerged from the nappy place he was at, and under the water, his little eyes poked up from the water, groggy eyes, going, "Oh my gosh, there was a pull. I got to get in on some of that action." Piecoin scammed a lot of people, but so did ADA, guys. So did ADA. They promised the world and it hasn't delivered.
So, guys, we've done a bad job at following our order
Make you
for
bring
the
you
show
on. Thank
today.
you.
And that's my fault, honestly.
You're
But
carrying out your groceries in both hands.
Crypto Cemetery, it looks like Picoin is the winner. And by the winner, I mean the loser.
Wah, wah,
So I'm going to come over here and end the poll.
Now I
And,
end the first. Oh.
and it looks like Picoin just got included in our Crypto Cemetery.
Crypto Cemetery. Now we're going to get little gravestones and we're going to stick them on Trent's hat as the form of pins. So he will always have Picoin next to his Cardano.
So what do we got? What do we got coming?
DCA said all 4 of those coins should be included in the cemetery.
Yeah. Cardano Spotlight. I'll make this insanely quick. Okay. Look, we come over here to
Barb likes the beat. We gotta make some more beats, man. We got 3, but only like one of them's kind of silent because there was like a recording issue with it or creating issue or however we did it. But we're gonna make some more, dude. We gotta get like 25 of them. We only got 3 right now.
you know what we didn't cover during our chart?
I didn't know Gala was still around. It's only around because the total trading volume from Danny Ghazi.
You know what we didn't cover for our trading section? Look, BYDFi, Fiddle Your Dream Finance. Link in the description. And if you deposit $100, you get a $60 bonus. No trading volume required. Deposit $500, get a $100 bonus. Deposit $1,000, get a $200 bonus. And finally, deposit $5,000 to get a $1,000 bonus. This does not have to be in USDT. You can deposit a little ADA, a little Bitcoin, a little XRP, a little ETH, a little this, a little that. If your deposit totals over $5,000, you get a $1,000 bonus in your bonus wallet. You can even withdraw your $5,000 in assets back to Coinbase or wherever you hold, and then simply trade with the bonus if you want to do it that way. And look, that's not to our advantage to tell you to do that. Like, we get commission based on trading fees, which increases on the amount of volume. It's to our advantage to tell you to deposit that $5,000 and trade with it, right? But I'm just going to be honest with you and say, look, if you want to come up, you could deposit that $5,000 and then withdraw it back and just trade with the bonus. So there you go. What do you think, T-Square?
About the BYDFi link?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I tell everybody about it, man. If you really want to learn how to paper trade or you just have a little fun, throw $100 in there, get your $60, learn to trade with leverage, have a little fun, get a good understanding of what the heck you're doing. If you're not too sure, or you're an expert, throw your $5,000 in there, get your $1,000 bonus, get that free sample, trade with all of it if you want. Or if you're like, hey, I got to move this money back to the other exchange I use, well, go move it back, keep your $1,000 trading bonus, and then just go ham on it. Go bet it all on black. Have a little fun, man. Be a little degen. Or
Yeah.
if you're like a meteor guy where you're a pretty good trader but you don't have a lot of time, go play with the mediums amounts and have a little fun with there, man. That's what it's for. And guys, if you use our links, it's not only do you help grow the channel, it benefits us because we put 100% of our money currently back into the studio and channel and everything that we can do. But we also, you get 20% trading fees off, which is helpful for you, man. So, help me help you, help me. So that's all we really want, man. We really just want to help the community get engagement. And, as we grow and you save money, we also can start negotiating better trading fees with Alex over there on BYDFi to try to get you guys even a better deal. So,
Well, you guys already get VIP too, 20% off. And also, like something we can do, but we can only do this for high volume traders, okay? We can actually make you a sub affiliate with your own link. And you know what would happen then? Say we give you 30% or whatever it is, those fees would go right back into your own wallet after you trade. But straight up, like, it doesn't make sense for us to do that unless someone is a very high volume trader. So if you know that guy, send him our way.
Come up.
Yeah, so here we go with Cardano Spotlight. Stake with Pride today said in the Senate today is a Cardano stacked team. The CEO of Input Output Global, which is Charles Hoskinson, the chief legal of Input Output Global, a Wave Cardano VC, and all these people right here, right? So, Cardano had a massive presence in the Senate today. Also, they said it was a ghost chain, but here's all the projects being developed on it. It's a lot. And then finally, I know that this has been the topic of much discussion today, but let's see here. It's been the topic of much heated discussion in the chat today. However, here's what I said earlier. I've been saying Cardano is going to demand respect where respect is due this cycle. And no matter where you land on this interpretation of the guidelines in the bill, in the Clarity Act, the fact of the matter is Cardano is garnering respect right now that people swore a year ago that it wasn't going to get. So keep your eyes peeled. That's all I got.
Hey, I like you guys. Hey, you know what? Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure. We always love the casual banter back and forth. We always love bouncing ideas off each other and improving. We're the most hydrated crypto community out there. We aren't here without you guys, and with you guys, we're just stronger and better every single day. So we always try and push. Guys, altcoin season is around the corner. Be with us every night. We're probably one of the few people that go live every night that are really well connected in this space and versatile and be personable with. And we just, we're here for you guys. And hey, we'll figure out what that top is in this market. We'll see who's right. Maybe me and Chen will bet Bitcoin on it. It'll be funny to watch that, even though we neither of us own a Bitcoin and right our wallet right now. He'll have to do this for me for like the rest of his life. But but anyways, thank you guys for showing up. We'll talk more about the news tomorrow. We're all excited to be here. The space is getting exciting again. It's just a great night. You guys take care. Peace out. Brew Crew will be back tomorrow, Friday, 7:30, 7 Northwestern time. And I know it's Friday, so most people won't be here. Zerka, Captain Levi, JG, DCA, Pepe, Bicarb. Who am I seeing? Bicarb, Zerka, JG, Muffhead. We got, did I miss anybody? Captain Levi, Momo, thank you, everybody, thank you. Ponke, thank you over there on Rumble. You guys have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow. All right.